Morning guys, it's Dotoran. Welcome back for another episode. We're working on Creeper Blast, a multiplayer server game that is going to allow your players to battle some of the major monsters in this game. And our last episode was our first building episode where we got a start on putting this thing together. So today we're going to kind of pick up where we left off. Now, as I was coming in here today, and I don't know if you can hear it, I'm going to stop talking for a second. Now, I hear my dogs walking around. I could hear lava. So, somewhere behind one of these walls, or maybe even under the floor down there, we've got some lava. So, that may be another good reason for us later on to, encase this thing in bedrock as well. Well, today I want to get started on the walls. We created this little wall first, all right? So now we've got to go up. I had done some pretty intensive testing on creepers, wanting to know exactly how they, their explosions worked. And as far as how much damage they do, it really depends on what it is they're standing on top of. But we're talking bedrock here, and this is impervious. So I just want to make sure that anything else we put in here is not going to get damaged by a creeper explosion. If you remember the way this is set up, we've got a lower deck and we've got an upper deck. So if a creeper happens to be on the upper deck and explodes, it's possible that stuff higher up could get damaged or destroyed that might not get destroyed if the guy was down here. So we want to make sure that the stuff we build up here is high enough so that even if they're on the highest area, they're not going to destroy stuff. And my testing had proven that as long as we have at least 5 blocks straight up off the floor, anything mounted above that 5th block, so 6 rows up, would be safe. So we've already got a wall of 1. So what I want to do today is get started on increasing the size of this wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that would be the height of the wall. I'm just trying to figure out a quick way to do that. I could have done it the way I did it here. Unfortunately, if I am 4 blocks up, it's too far away to do this business. So what I think I'll do, we could just do this. 3 works fine this way. You see that? So I'm going to go all the way around with 3, and then when I get to the corners, I'll pop it in like this, and then I will finish the 4th ring the way we did this original ring. Okay? And then we'll get started with some more episode. All right, I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. We now, if I hop down, now it's beginning to look a lot more like an arena. You will get stuck inside of this room once this game is started. There are no doors, no entrances, no exits, no windows. The only way out is down the trench and burning up and killing yourself on one of those lava blades. Kind of wild. Well, the next thing I want to do is come up here and put in some corner blocks to get ready for the pieces of wool that are going to go in here. I'm going to put one more piece in here, and that's going to do two things. It's going to tell us where we want this to start, plus the dispensers are going to start here. So now I'm just going to put in all of this wool. When I originally made this game, I had done it out of obsidian, which is also another impenetrable block as far as creepers exploding. I then decided that if I wanted to protect myself against hackers, obsidian wasn't going to work because TNT won't explode or destroy obsidian, but they could get in there, and if they had a will and a want, they could come in here with some enchanted diamond tools and break in. And again, that would take away from the whole idea of the game. So I've decided against that. Okay, so now here's that look. So this row of wool will hold back the water that is actually going to be sitting directly on top of this block. Okay, we'll put some sticky pistons back here in a little bit. But let's switch gears again, and we're going to go over to the walls so that we can start to work on the dispensers. So we want to come one out from the wool, and we're going to position some dispensers every other block, and they're in groups of 6. So we'll do this group here: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then we'll scoot down here. Again, we need one block more. I don't want to get too close to the corner because I want, when this bad guy comes out, I want him to land. These things shoot out kind of randomly, so they don't come straight out. He might make it to the back wall. He might make it a little farther out into the middle. But I want them out here so they're not too far away from where a player might be standing, so that they can zone in and start heading towards the player. Okay, and I think that's good. What is that? 4, 5, and 6. The reason they're in groups of 6 is because I don't want it to be, if I place another one here, it's too close to the channel. So there's the random chance that when it ejects, it's going to fall right into the pit. Which is great. It would give extra drops, but I want the possibility to exist that they can take out one of the players, or they can at least damage one of the players, and do it that way. So that'll be good. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll come over here and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then inside the rest of these, I'm just going to put some more bedrock. Down here to do. There we go. Alright, so that's looking good. I think the next thing I want to do is to label the dispensers with which bad guys are going to go in each one. And we're going to have the ability to put 2 of each variety in each group of 6. So I'm going to try something new that I wasn't able to do. And there's supposed to be a new trick in Minecraft. So I can't do it when I'm in fly mode, but if I'm standing on something and I hit the shift key, I go into creep. And if you notice, if I right click the top of a dispenser, I go into it. If you can be standing and you go into creep, yeah, you're supposed to be able to place things on top of blocks that you would normally interact with. So if I say that this blue block of will would represent zombies, I could say zombies let's see, back up a little. Skeletons, creepers, and I want to think about how I want to do this. No, that's good. I think what I'm trying to think, this is all going to be random, so I want to make sure that this time around I do a better job of randomizing where the monsters are. So if we start with zombies on that end, then I come all the way to this end. On this end of the arena, why don't we start with a creeper? And then, again, we'll put skeletons in the middle. So that each corner is going to be completely different. You enter the arena and you kind of get disoriented, and that's awesome because it'll allow you to not exactly know where the bad guys are going to be coming from. I mean, you'll be able to know, oh yeah, a bad guy's going to come out here, but you're not going to know which bad guy. All right, so if that's a zombie, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make this one a skeleton. Okay, and then that's a skeleton, so I think I'll make this one a creeper, and we'll do that. So it'll be skeleton, creeper, zombie. Skeleton, creeper, zombie. And then if I come over here, that's another zombie. Now, how did that work? Oh, look at that. It turned out to be the exact same. Oh, that's funny. But I wanted to make sure that what was in the corner was different, so it went backwards this way, but it turned out to be the same pattern. So, all right, that being the case, why don't I do the same thing? So, zombie, creeper, skeleton. Zombie, creeper, skeleton. Zombie, creeper, skeleton. There we go. And then again, to make it a little easier to work with the build, we'll fill in these gaps with some more bedrock. The wool will not be shown because the level of the wool is where our ceiling is going to go, and that's coming next. So we'll do that. Well, almost next. We're going to work on the water after we finish this. It's getting dark up here. I wonder if I should put some... It's only dark in the middle. That's kind of odd. Anyways, let's see. There we go. Okay, so if I hop back down in here again, we will not be seeing the wool, okay, because that's the level of the ceiling. So the last thing I want to do, and again, unfortunately, no, I'm not going to be able to do that because I have to be in fly mode to do it. So let's look at the water now. The water is going to be held up by this block of wool. This block of wool is right at the back wall. So what we want to happen is for some sticky pistons to be over here that are in the what do you call it? Extracted, pushed out, extended. There is the word. Wake up, Dave. Modes, so that on a lever we can hit it, and these will get pulled back into this area, and the water can fall straight down. So what we need to do, and I'll go into fly again, is, and this is why we came one more out, is to put a little line right here of bedrock to keep the water in. And something I'm going to do this time that I did after the thing was built was to put in the overhead lighting. You saw overhead lighting in the mock-up, but I had added that after all the redstone wiring was in place. And I did that because I didn't think you could put redstone on top of lightstone. but I've recently discovered, oh yeah, yeah you can. So that way we can make sure that we light this thing up correctly. Okay. All right, so actually I think what I'll do is another speed up, as just like I did originally down here, I'm going to come along here and fill in this top so we get a roof entirely of bedrock. Okay? All right, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, we're back. Got very dark up here because we just boxed in everything. So I'm going to bring out this light stone, and hopefully we aren't going to get any spawns. Going to pop in here. If you remember, this block here is the corner, okay? And I think what I'm going to do is go overboard a little bit with this lighting. And I'm going to do this before I do any of the redstone this time around. Oh, look, there was a friendly bat. Did you see him down there? Yeah, we got a couple of them. I want to see. I think this was perfect. Yeah, good. So every other one. We'll do this on both sides to hopefully bring in some light enough so that we don't get the mobs going here. Hello, friend. And then I want to see if we can't do this across. So once we get this in, we'll be able to go sideways, and hopefully our sizing is going to be such that, you know, like I said, we can do a little bit of overkill here and have too much lighting. And we'll talk about lighting again in a minute. But let's see if we can't get this to perfectly match up. This I did not size out. You know, I've got notes sitting off to the side of my computer here with numbers on it. Oh, look at that. Is that perfect or what? Okay, so we can put a block of light stone in every other box, and I think that's the next thing I want to do. All right, and then we'll go back inside and we'll talk about lighting again. All right, so I'll be back again. Okay, guys, very nice, very nice. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're just going to come over here for a minute, and we are going to pop in, and I want to kind of fill this hole. And before we have our talk about light, I'm going to come in here and remove all of these. Then we can see what we're dealing with here. It's very easy to jump over that chasm when you're not being chased by monsters. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. Oh, bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Yeah, I'm not liking this. We need to put, well, we'll run a little test. We need to put bedrock right here. All right, well, we're going to run a little test. We'll come over here. I had said in one of the previous episodes that in order to stop night mobs, specifically skeletons, zombies, and creepers, from spawning, we've got to ensure that the light level is above a 7. So I'm going to bring up that F3 screen and hide the XYZ coordinates again. And if we focus ourselves on that second bottom row again, the BL, SL, and RL. I actually did some research. The BL is block light. In other words, the amount of light coming out of a block that emits light, like lightstone. SL, I had said, was sunlight. Well, it's actually skylight because the moon at night also puts out a bit of light. So it encompasses both the sun and the moon. And again, we're underground, so that value is 0. And then RL is raw light, and it's a combination of how much block light and skylight is hitting the block that you're currently standing in. So right now it says that the RL is 9. So the combined light level of the block that we're standing in from all the blocks around us and the sky is 9. And pardon me, I had said we have to wander around. See here, we hit an 8. We have to wander around and make sure that we don't hit a 7. So the first thing I want to test is underneath. Yeah, look. Underneath here, we're getting some 7s. Now, there aren't too many of them. You see that? All right, so that was one thing we had to check out. The other thing I want to check out is over here. Look at this. In this corner, because I had to cover that, we're down to a 6. If I start coming along here, 7, 7, 7. Yeah, see, I am not loving that. All right, so I am going to hit F3. All right, we're going to have to relook at this. If I move them over 1, that block would be right there. And we'll run a little test here. Let's put light here, here, and here. And we'll hit F3. All right, look at that. Ooh, right in the corner, we're at a 9. All right, that's not bad. Now, what about over here? And we dip to a... Nope, see, we still got some 7s. My other thought is that some of these blocks get replaced. Oh, actually, no. No, this might get solved if we... let's try this. All right, you know what? Let's come out of here for a minute. Whoa, hello. Do. Come here. Come on. There we go. Let's get rid of F3. All right, let's say I did this way. So every one of these would get a block like that. I was going to say we could swap out some of the wool, but you know, which is possible because the pistons can pull back. But I think it looks better. All right, let's just run a test here. I think I'm gonna end up doing this anyways because it'll work out better. And I think I'm going to have to go back at least 3 rows to make sure the lighting is correct. I forgot about the fact that we needed to put them underneath those blocks that we're going to have inside. I had a video where I had done a goof. Actually, I think it was a video for another channel of mine that I had, done all the work, showing people how to do it, and then I goofed, and at the very end of the video, I had said, "Oh, by the way, I goofed, and here's what you got to do to fix it." And I got a commenter saying, that would have been really nice if you would have put a little comment or something in there that stopped me from having to waste all my time doing it the way you said to do it, only to find out I was wrong. So I will make sure I do that in this video. All right, let's do the F3 again. So here I am at 9. Let's just walk the back wall here. 8, 9, 8. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, very nice. Okay, and as I walk along this wall, 10, 9. Yeah. All right, I think that's definitely... Yeah. Yeah, good. Good, good, good. All right, that's definitely going to be what we want to do. All right, so I'm going to have to speed this up as I correct this and make it so that we can actually see this entire thing. Okay? All right, so I'll be back again. Okay, guys, we're back. Sorry about that, but that's part of the deal here. All right, so we're looking at this light level again, and it's looking like we got it down. Hold on one second. Okay, so yeah, look at this. As we're wandering around. Oh, wait. There's a 7 right there? A 7. Okay, well, let's see. Oh, you know why? We're on the lower deck. We're on the lower deck. Okay, yeah, see the way the lighting works, that lightstone block puts out a light level of 15. Every block that it has to travel, it loses a level. So if this block is here, that means that this entire block is lit up at a level of 15. So as we start going down, this guy is 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, and then, oh, that's weird. All right, maybe, all right, let's see. That's what I wasn't sure about. That must be 15. So then 14, 12, whoops, 11, 10, 9, 8, and then our feet would be 7. I don't think that's going to be a problem because these mobs are too tall. And I think it's going to look at this one, not this one, because they have to exist here. So we should be okay. We'll run some experiments and see. But I think we're getting done with this episode. So the last thing I want to do here is use the ceiling because, again, I can't go into crouch because I'm in fly mode. And I'm just going to cover these dispensers with the bedrock. And then, oh, this didn't, oh, I think I'm missing some over here. I got to do one more strip of light stone over here. I was going to say that looks a little dark over there. You learn an awful lot. Just for, well, for a couple of things. I think it looks better to not have a gap. Plus, let's screw with the players' heads a little bit, too. You know, all they'll know is that at some point, the mobs are going to pop out of here. But they won't know which of these they're popping out of. So let's come over here and we'll add the couple over here too. Yeah. So then when you're actually down here and you look at it, it looks the same. Now, where did I say I missed some light stone? I think it was over here. Yeah, I did. Alright, this would be bad news too. So let's add the light stone in, because when we come back next time, we're going to have to work on the water. There we go. Alright guys, I think that's going to put an end to this episode. We are completely enclosed inside of our arena. We have nothing else to add inside of this room. The rest of what we got to do is outside. Believe it or not, this was the easy stuff. The next stuff is going to get a little tricky. So hopefully we'll walk through slow enough that you'll be able to figure it out. Okay? Alright, until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.